festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. So the Colorado Rockies, with a gloomy outlook heading into the season, definitely a long shot to contend. Sydney, how do they outperform expectations? Give that fan base some hope. Well, they're going to feel these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe
Are you happy?
season,
There you go. Oh boy. You see these titties?
Yeah. The league's best. I know it sounds like I'm putting them off already, but I'm really not. Hot start, maybe the front office gets aggressive and adds some pieces in. It continues year after all. And wow, the Rockies beat up ready to get this season underway as always. Back with more into the win. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Sonny Gray. Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has in place on every ball club. Wasn't able to elevate that, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defender to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Now we've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get it into motion.
Built-in inflatable pump, all in one set. Just one button, it only takes 2 minutes to reach the maximum height of 17.7 inches.
Attention Minnesotans and everyone across America. Misery of some of your baseball teams will soon be in the past. Football is charging at us like a screaming edge rusher. Call your family and significant others. Play second fiddle to our shrines in man caves and living rooms everywhere for about 6 months. But there are some of us that want to go further, to amplify our watching experience and feel the tension firsthand. Well, that's where DraftKings, the sponsor of this video, comes into play. Let me lay it out for you. All new customers can bet just $5 on any game in the app and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Week 1 of the season's coming. That means opportunity. Perhaps you have a hunch you want to capitalize on. Any game, any league, any scenario, any outcome. You can mold it into the finest parlay the world will ever see. Plus, if DraftKings Sportsbook isn't available in your state, daily fantasy is a surefire way to flex your minds. Remember, the only way to take advantage is to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code UDREAM. Then new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. With DraftKings, the sports world is your oyster. But do me a favor, always remember to play responsibly. Yourself back to this moment in time. What feelings do you experience? Jubilation? Vindication? Relief? Almost 2 decades of futility finally forgotten with the roar of a home crowd. It was their time to once again bask in the sun. They had some good teams in the past, yes, but ages had passed since Minnesota had legitimate hope. Flashes of Joe Mauer, Justin Morneau, and Julio Santana, yet nothing truly concrete. But this was a chance to make themselves known, and with house money of all things. Houston's a brutal opponent in the ALDS, yes, yet the Twins had immense talent. A core of dreams with Byron Buxton, Royce Lewis, and Carlos Correa. An elite bullpen rivaling some of the best in the league. Strong starting rotation depth. A quality farm system. Despite coming up short, losing to the Astros is no shame at all. An outstanding showing worthy of applause. Twin social media even reiterated this. This season was different. Imagine what next season could be. Actually, don't imagine. Believe. If that isn't the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen in my life, it has to be up there. Imagine telling Minnesotans back then that this would be their fate. Thank God the Vikings and Timberwolves have some semblance of promise, or else it'd be worse than living in Duluth. There was no need to dissect or analyze what the hell happened or how things fell apart. All roads lead to one bottleneck. The Pollats. Somewhere in hell, Carl smiles at their continued penny-pinching and juicy-loosey-fisted tactics. You can pinpoint the moment when everything started to fall apart for this team. And it wasn't in 2024 as you might believe. Think earlier. Jim became Joe. Jim Polad, for all his faults, at least invested significant sums of cash into the franchise. Emphasis in player development and analytics. Cutting-edge stadium upgrades. Fuck, the dude approved the massive splash to get Carlos Correa despite warnings and concerns about his health. Josh Donaldson was a huge get for them as well. Consistent upgrades all around. With Joe Polad, it morphed into excuses. They had their best season in decades, but the bottom line wasn't adequate. Payroll had to be significantly slashed. The advances in development could no longer be funded. There are Ascendial Labs, which does put a dent in revenues, but they reached a deal with Valley for the year in mid-March. Losing Sonny Gray sucked. Not doing a damn thing sucked worse. Not even a trade to reallocate resources? Maybe they were assuming that Comcast would drop Valley right into the 2024 campaign or something. Casus Belli to continue to do nothing. No additions, no philosophy, no movement at or before the deadline. Just a token trade for a guy who was DFA'd weeks later. So it's a team playing well over its head, suffering a loss of talent and getting no support from a chicken shit ownership group. We know how the story ends.
You're trying to just make up the difference with one swing, and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving.
You tell me.
All of a sudden, you have to
I don't know. I just walked
so you
in.
find yourself in the driver's seat.
Look at you smiling. Do I put your seat or something?
Yeah. Ah, shit.
You alright?
I just falling asleep.
Oh, yeah. That sure does that.
Yeah, it's set.
Yeah. You need to stand up and walk around.
And down either Golden Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be one in Bernabelle. To third. Rolls across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
First baseman, Michael Tolley.
Here's Michael Tolley. Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big level.
Now batting, left fielder Jordan Beck.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter,
God.
Jordan Beck.
How the hell are you $425 million in debt? COVID year fucked them up that much? How much is the interest on the stadium renovations they financed? So in order to pay off this debt, the Pollats make the tough decision to sell the team. Sell in heavy quotations. I know there are plenty of upgrades to Target Field, but is it really worth a $1.7 billion price tag? That screams we'll sell the team only if you blow our socks off. Here's the equation. Ridiculous cost plus uncertain revenue streams divided by not budging off that number equal no sale. Anyone with even a passing interest won't. Justin Ishbia was interested in the Twins but wisely backed the hell out. Proceeded to invest his money logically. Wait, he bought more shares of the White Sox? At least Minnesota isn't like the White Sox on the field this year. That May of theirs? Their team in peak form. Despite all the bullshit and face the misery and skinflint situations, they were thriving. A 13-game winning streak. Well above 500 headed into June. The AL Central was probably out of reach, but a date with the wild card was a very realistic possibility. Then it all just fell apart. Last year's cancer was merely in remission. It was now metastasizing throughout the organization. An unraveling to end all unraveling. Not just on the field, but in the locker room. Culture problems and schisms destroying the clubhouse from within. Uncertainty and unease seeped into every crack, fractures appearing throughout the foundation, old flaws rearing their ugly head. The 9-18 June was merely a symptom to baseball death. Any attempts at fixing it were too late. The spiral would only continue. You can't predict Real qualifying up to that, like that shit happens. What you can predict is the talented who are known for being injury-prone getting injured. Lewis and Buxton have all spent time on the IL this season, and in seasons past. Carlos Correa was the real bummer, though. It's not that he hasn't been healthy, his leadership's been getting criticized. And he's been in decline, slowly losing ability and range at shortstop. Correa needs to move off it. Even suggested going to third base for the last 2 years, but they turned him down. Not to mention his struggles at the plate. Mirrored Bailey Ober struggles on the mound, and the team's hitting on the road. So with the whirlwind of chaos, ownership only interested in paying off debt, and a locker room on the brink of collapse, it wasn't if they pulled the plug. It was when. Inevitability is dreaded, but sometimes it stuns even those that expect the worst. Come the 2025 deadline, Judgment Day arrived. Deafening silence. Slow realization of life coming to an end. Burst of heat rushing past you, vaporized without a trace. Twins as we knew them were no more. 10 of 26 players scattered into the winds. Wait, I forgot Chris Patrick. That would be 11 players traded. The thing is, a few of these trades made sense in a vacuum. The vets with expiring contracts were always on their way out after that slump. And that includes their big free agent splurges on Bader, France, and Columbia. Billy Castro and Paddock were free agents to be as well. Some of these moves didn't make any damn sense. Why dismantle the entirety of that elite bullpen? You know, on Duran, I guess you could justify with the mass sell-off and the prospect return, but what about Louis Farmer? The dude has another year of pre-arbitration. He's a local boy who loved the team and the city. So why cast him off to Canada for pennies on the dollar? Griffin Jax for Taj Bradley? I know Jax was beefing with Rocco, but Bradley hasn't even been good at this level. Brock Stewart traded for James Outman? He hasn't been relevant in 2 years. And Carlos Correa? Don't get me wrong, he's had a very subpar season for his standards and should be moved off short, but to cast him off in a pure salary dump? And pay Houston $33 million to make him go away? Darkness slowly sets onto a nuclear wasteland, waving the white flag on this window with a barrage of cap dumps and bargain bin sales. What a fucking way to kill a franchise in one fell swoop. And it could have been worse. They'd have traded Christian Vasquez too, but he's hurt. Same as Pablo Lopez, probably. It's a culmination of years of spineless chicken shit ownership. Pohlads had all the goodwill in the world and rewarded the fans by foreclosing the team like Carl did farms during the Depression. The bleakest time for Minnesota baseball since nearly being contracted. Technicalities won't save them here. All the T's can do is bleed out on the side of the road. Organs melting away with a lack of hitting in the process. Yet through all of this, the incredible failure by ownership on all fronts to support the team and more, there was a slight glimmer of hope. The sell-off might have freed up enough on the balance sheet for the Pohlads to sell this diseased carcass of a franchise. They've claimed that there's a mystery buyer out there lurking in the shadows. A bittersweet ending. If it even got to that. No, my friends, the Pohlads decided that they did a good enough job in their half-hearted attempt at moving on. They threw their hands in the air and said, you know what? We're staying put. I'm not fucking leaving! Feels like the end of Animal Farm. You know, when the pigs and humans end up in cahoots and partner to abuse those promised a better life. Fans are the ones sitting on the outside looking in as the Pohlads pull a fast one and rip their heart and souls out to a T. But don't you worry, kids. The mystery investors are gonna save the franchise in the end. The Pohlads are keeping majority ownership, though. Fuck you. This time there is no law. At least when the team was set for dismantling 25 years ago, they had championship memories of the early 90s. What do they have now? A fucking wildcard series? Is that worth selling the team down the river? Give the fans and players the old switcheroo and take the land of 1,000 lakes for some zirconia? I've heard of teams nuking it because they think they can't compete with their core. Hell, the Marlins blow it up every 5 years due to cheap ownership and flawed roster construction, but this is different than that. It's become toxic. Not just in the locker room, not just with the fan base relations, but with the franchise itself. You can't expect us to believe that things are going to be any different with the same damn Ponzi schemers at the top. Told the wool over their eyes one too many times. It won't work again. And And if there's winning in their future, their true character's been revealed. And it's cancerous. This organization has become forfeit. Testament to the evils and vices of baseball. Fabergé egg of the league rotting away on the inside with franchises like this. A year full of terrible teams all over the place, it says something when the T's might be serving a hot dish of the worst shit. But what stings the most? Going back to that 2023 wildcard series against Toronto, there are only 8 players remaining from that roster still on the team. It's been less than 2 years. And how many of those are on the outs this winter? Joe Ryan nearly got traded at the deadline. Pablo Lopez might get dumped due to his salary. They'll get an incredible package for Royce Lewis, injury prone and all, if they choose to move him. Edouard Julien's a DFA candidate. Hooker and Jeffers are maybes to go in principle. What about Byron Buxton? He wants to stay here. He's turned down chances to waive his no-trade clause, but how long will that last? Especially since they traded his good friend in Korea. Sport is a fickle business. And if this shit's gonna be the end product, I don't know if anyone wants to live through the fallout. The only thing the pool ads will give you for radiation sickness? A bucket of baseball. This season was different, alright. It started with promise, it ends with death. The Yankees will piss on their grave as they always do.
The Twins are gonna win the World Series! The Twins have won it! It's a base hit! It's a 1-0 10-inning victory!
Inning right here, so that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler Freeman, 1 for 2. Line drive. Makes the catch in and over. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no.
You know, it's the collector.
We head down to the home half of the
Yeah,
game.
Brad.
It's the Rockies 8 and the Cardinals 9. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
I guess I gotta switch it up.
It can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after winners and get quick outs.
Hey, what are we doing? Switch it back from the orange, went from the blue to the yellow to the orange.
It's much easier to get the image and make mistakes. That's how a message works. Quick sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
In the box now, no balls and a strike. And switches downstairs. And he's a ground ball right side. Sends it to Julian, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to do a pretty good play there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders at first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job to fix it.
This isn't going to do me any good. Go on. Look, I think Paul Levesque, Triple H is he's a student. He really is a student of the game. He is a great performer, but he's never been a Rock. He's never been an Austin. He's never been a Cena. He's been a great utility player at a certain level, and he's been around forever, but he's never been a superstar. He just worked hard, he studied, he did the right things. He doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs. He just studies professional wrestling. He worked his way up to a point where he was able to break through because he was so consistent. He was so good and so consistent, but he was never great. This isn't going to do me any good. Go on. Look, I think Paul Levesque, Triple H is he's a student. He really is a student of the game. He is a great performer, but he's never been a Rock. He's never been a...
Scott makes the grab, running tags at second, and he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jairo Estrada.
Next for Colorado, Tyrell Estrada. RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Pops into the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores. It's a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing. Next to hit for the Rockies, Will Brennan. And remember,
100% free.
Download that.
Your dog's feelings more than you realize? Studies show that dogs have emotional intelligence comparable to a 2-year-old child, meaning they can feel joy, sadness, and even hurt feelings. In this video, we're uncovering 10 everyday things you might be doing that could unintentionally break your dog's heart. From the tone of your voice to the smallest habits, these actions could be impacting your furry best friend more than you think. So, stay tuned as you are making the mistake number 7 daily. Number 1, inconsistency. Dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine and predictability. Inconsistency creates confusion and anxiety. A stable pack has a clear, consistent leader. This creates safety and security. We are their pack leaders, providing stability and guidance. Consistency in feeding and walking times helps them feel secure. Familiarity with their environment and routine is key. When we provide this, we help them live happier, stress-free lives. Number 2, rubbing their nose. You've probably seen it before a dog has an accident in the house, and their owner rubs their nose in it as punishment. This method is not only ineffective, but also harmful to your bond. Imagine this. You make a mistake, and someone shoves your face in. Humiliating, right? Dogs feel the same shame and confusion. They don't understand the connection between the accident and the punishment. This can lead to fear and mistrust. Focus on positive reinforcement. A firm no is enough if you catch them in the act. If you discover it later, clean it up without fuss. Address accidents with understanding, not punishment. Number 3, petting their head. We often associate head pats with affection, but the truth is many dogs find this gesture intrusive and uncomfortable. Imagine someone constantly patting you on the head. It would probably get annoying pretty quickly. Dogs have sensitive heads, and a pat on the head can be startling, especially if it comes unexpectedly. Furthermore, reaching over a dog's head can be perceived as a threatening gesture, particularly by dogs who are already anxious or fearful. Instead of going for the head, focus on areas where dogs generally enjoy being petted, such as the chest, shoulders, and base of the tail. Gentle strokes along the back are also usually well received. Always observe your dog's body language. If they lean into your touch, lick your hand, or wag their tail, it's a good sign they're enjoying the interaction. However, if they stiffen, turn their head away, or show other signs of discomfort, it's best to respect their boundaries and cease the petting. Number 4, shouting at them. Imagine someone constantly yelling at you. It would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Dogs experience the same fear and anxiety when they're on the receiving end of our anger. Shouting doesn't teach your dog anything except to be afraid of you. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our tone of voice. When we yell, they don't understand the words we're saying. They only hear the anger and aggression.
Oh, there it is, girl.
This
That's
can
a
damage
double.
the trust and bond we
That's a
share with our
double,
furry
yeah.
companions. Instead of resorting to shouting, focus on clear, calm communication. Use a firm but gentle tone when giving commands. And remember that consistency is key. Dogs thrive on predictability, so ensure you're using the same commands and energy every time. Remember, training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog. By creating a calm and assertive environment, you can effectively communicate with your dog without resorting to fear or intimidation.
Wasn't that so good?
Chapter 5. Being a party pooper. Dogs are social creatures by nature. They crave interaction, playtime, and mental stimulation. Ignoring their need for socialization is like ignoring a human's need for connection. It leads to loneliness, boredom, and even depression. Imagine being stuck inside all day with no one to talk to and nothing to do. That's what life can feel like for a dog that's constantly ignored. They need mental and physical stimulation to thrive, and denying them this can lead to behavioral issues stemming from boredom and frustration. Make time for play, walks, and interactive games. Even just spending quality time cuddling on the couch can make a world of difference to your dog. Remember, a tired dog is a happy dog. By providing them with ample opportunities to socialize, exercise, and engage their minds, you're not only fulfilling their basic needs, but also strengthening your bond and creating a happier, healthier life for both of you.
And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Up next for Colorado, Hunter.
Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Chapter 6. Laughing at their fears. Imagine being terrified of something, and instead of comfort, you receive laughter. This is how your dog feels when you laugh at their fears. Instead of understanding, they feel ridiculed and misunderstood. Fear is a natural emotion, even for dogs. Whether it's a fear of thunder, fireworks, or the vacuum cleaner, it's important to remember that these fears are very real to your dog. Laughing at them only amplifies their anxiety and erodes the trust they have in you to be their protector. Instead of laughing, offer comfort and reassurance. Speak in a soothing voice, pet them gently, and create a safe space where they can feel secure. If their fears are severe, consult with a veterinarian or a certified dog behaviorist to explore desensitization techniques. Remember, your dog needs your understanding and support, not your judgment. Chapter 7. Taking their food away. Imagine having your food snatched away mid-meal. It would be confusing and unsettling, right? Dogs experience a similar feeling of insecurity when we take their food away without warning. In the wild, food is a valuable resource, and protecting it is instinctual. While our domesticated dogs don't face the same threats, taking their food away can trigger this primal instinct, leading to food guarding behaviors and anxiety. Instead of creating this negative association with mealtime, focus on positive reinforcement. Teach your dog the leave it command, rewarding them for compliance. This not only prevents food aggression, but also establishes clear boundaries and reinforces your leadership. Remember, mealtime should be a positive experience for your dog. By respecting their space and providing them with a sense of security, you can create a healthy relationship with food and prevent potential behavioral issues. Number 8, pushing them away. Imagine someone physically pushing you away when you reach out for affection. It would be hurtful. Dogs experience the same emotional pain when we physically push them away. While we might push our dogs away out of frustration or to establish space, they interpret this action as a form of rejection. Dogs thrive on physical contact, and pushing them away can damage their self-esteem and create insecurity. Instead of using physical force, focus on redirection and positive reinforcement. If your dog is being too demanding for attention, redirect their energy to a toy or a chew bone. If they need to learn personal space boundaries, use verbal cues like off or back and reward them for compliance. Remember, physical punishment should never be an option. By focusing on positive reinforcement and clear communication, you can teach your dog appropriate behaviors without resorting to force or causing emotional distress. Number 9, ignoring paw scratching. When your dog paws at you, it's their way of communicating a need. It could be attention, food, playtime, or even just a comforting pat. Ignoring these subtle cues is like ignoring a friend's phone call. It can make them feel unheard and unimportant. Dogs primarily communicate through body language. While barking is a more obvious form of communication, subtle cues like pawing, nudging, or even just making eye contact are their way of getting our attention. When we consistently ignore these attempts at communication, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even behavioral issues. Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they paw at you, take a moment to assess the situation. Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Or are they simply seeking some affection? Responding to their needs, even with a simple pat on the head or a brief play session, shows them that you're listening and that you care. Number 10, using crate. A crate should be a dog's safe haven, a place of comfort and security, not a tool for punishment. Imagine being sent to your bedroom every time you misbehaved. It would quickly turn a place of rest into a place of dread. Dogs are den animals by nature, and a properly introduced crate can provide them with a sense of security and comfort. However, when we use the crate as punishment, we create a negative association with this space, turning it into a source of anxiety and fear. Instead of using the crate as a punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Make the crate a positive place by associating it with treats, toys, and praise. Never force your dog into the crate. Instead, encourage them to enter willingly by tossing treats inside. Remember, the crate should be a place where your dog feels safe and secure, not trapped and anxious. By creating a positive association with the crate, you can provide your dog with a valuable tool for house training, travel, and even just a quiet place to relax. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your dog happy and healthy. Remember, a happy dog starts with a loving and informed owner.
Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Tolio digging in for the Rockies. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in 1 outs the wall.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First baseman not known for the speed, but seemed to catch him. Now he's in scoring position.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going.
It may be a long shot, but a triple here will give it the cycle.
In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it, and that is that. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Shelby was my buddy for a single today. Set to get us started. Nolan Gordon. In his 4th year, 25 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
More value and fire is today. No doubt, in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind, as to the conviction in the call.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One to the right side. We throw the first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
He's doing a nice job keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense one ball, another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Grounded out his first time up.
If you carry these in your bug out bag, fire starters. And I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to soak it thoroughly because it's waterproof, it's windproof. Being able to start fire is crucial. Even with practice, this stuff makes life a lot easier. This is basically a survival match. It's called a hurricane match. But I've done this.
Guys, it's Troy Dan here. Today is a special occasion. So much that we have this new special set. That's right, never seen me here before. It's actually a different corner of my basement. People tell me there's kids in my basement. There are no kids here at all except me, and I am not kid. Why is that there? I know some people do bad unboxings, but today mine's gonna be good. In fact, we'll call it a good unboxing. Good unboxing. I screwed it up. So I had you guys sending things to me, and I don't know what we have here. I hope we don't have any you-know-whats that go with you-know-whos. Want to see a magic trick? Whoa! How did that happen? It's pretty heavy. Hope we're gonna throw dead bodies in here. You know what I forgot? Gloves. Why am I doing this without gloves? Alright, our first mail is from David. David O. from Ontario. David sent me what is this, David? David, I swear to God. David, you sent me Muggsy Bogues! Muggsy Bogues, Kenny Smith, Kevin McHale, Dale Harris. Thank you, David, for unloading all the cards you don't want on me. Dear Troydan, I'm a big fan, and I've been watching you since 2015. I met you at the Laker games. Wait, are you the guy in the Logan Paul sweater? This next letter is from Gabe, I think. That's how you pronounce it. Wait, what is... Just take the Lonzo card, Troy. What is this? It's not autographed, but I'll take it. This definitely has cards in it as well. If there's any white powder, I'm screwed. Wow, the first card is Dwight Howard. You know what? If I had a lighter here, I'd burn that some of it. Dude, this guy sent me... Who is this? Gabe? I selected specifically for you and your sexy hairline. This person asked me who would win a fight, Stuart Little or Ratatouille? What's a Ratatouille? Troy, your videos are great and funny. Here are some basketball, baseball cards. D'Angelo Russell. Ichiro! We gave me an Ichiro! I'll take an Ichiro. React to my video. Yeah, I have funky handwriting. Do it with me in Fortnite. Wow, nice artwork we got here. Yeah, a little castle out here. We got a nice shiny Kurt Rambis. You can see that, the librarian. First thing I see on this is Dick. Oh, it's Dick Blackman. Says I'm not so good at drawing. Thank you so much for drawing me this. I will put it up on the wall. Yo, Troy. Hi, this is Blake, and I'm from the USA. I've watched you since MLB The Show. You are very comical and entertaining to watch. Here are 2 pictures of memories in the past. This kid printed off the photo of the ball boy, you know, stealing the ball, and also the time I first won a Fortnite game. You know that time where yeah, you know that time? Well, this one has a ton of cards in it. Wow. We got a Shaq, a Kobe. Anything autographed? Anything autographed? Ew, it's greasy! Ew! Did you lick it? It smells like this says F the Lakers, F Lonzo, PG-13 is not coming, Kawhi is not coming, F Kobe, Kevin Durant is the man, and there's a picture of a dick. Dear Troy, I am 4, and my name is Gay Stoner. Billy Crystal's autograph. Wait, what? Apparently this is Billy Crystal's autograph. This could be one of the most random things I'm going to get today. He also drew me this very nicely colored and aligned Laker logo. We have Lonzo Ball dunking on Paul George. I really like that one. Why did you put these in here with blue? It's a pretty nice card, eh? It's time to get to the packages. What in the heck is this? There we go. Thank you for this. Hey look, I'm Rey Mysterio.
Download Klondike Solitaire now, the original, just better.
Alright, go for the next one. Hey! Ain't that the truth? Oh, thank you. Okay, this is starting to really hurt my face. Someone sent me a jersey, and I questioned the player. Is this Kevin Garnett? This smells like a... Did you shove this down your pants? We have a Ronda Rousey, I don't know, pop figurine. This thing is just a little creepy. Would you write this? Her head's so big it won't even stand up. This one says fragile on it. Troy, tell Don J he is ground cinnamon. I sent you a toy you can launch in the air and a sticker. Send me a fidget spinner. Great. How does this work? Whoa! Okay, alright. Turn the light on. Where's the instructions? Jesus! We got a plush Donkey Kong. I appreciate that, alright? I like the the old don't know who this is, and I don't know why there's stains on this. Troydan, you've been chosen by the Donkey Kong Nation to receive this artifact, and you shall forward this to anyone in the 2K community. Donkey Kong will penetrate you with his Donkey Dong if you do not comply. There's a risk on look, I think. The Communist Manifesto. I don't get these ones. Am I supposed to read this? You and I both know that ain't gonna happen. We have some clothing attire in here. We got clothing out here. Someone's clothing line. All I can smell is cinnamon. Dear Troy, my name is Clayton. I've been watching your videos for 3 years. P.S. I know that your real name is Brian Warren Barrister. My name is not Brian Warren Barrister. That's never been my name. It's not my name. Games inside open first. NASCAR 2011. We have a Wii game. So you have Halo 4. Nice. We have Halo 4. We also have Madden 16. And an all-time classic sent in my box. It says moist on it. Someone sent me a contact lens. That's, this is creepy. What the heck is this? They also sent me a bunch of cards and, pennies. Lemon, natural, crystalline. Also says do not give it to Zesty. This hasn't been too bad. In fact, I thought it was going to be. We got a, Stretch Armstrong. I have not seen one of these in quite a long time. But Hot Wheel car here, thank you. We have a LeVar Ball, actually says Lava Ball. Who the hell is Lava Ball? Stinky pig. Push my belly. Oh, look at this! We got a fancy fidget spinners over here. This is a fidget spinner, right? Thank you for loading off your fidget spinners on me. Got some basketball cards. I see an Interminable card there. Kid sent me photos of him and the Ball brothers. Wait, that ball was actually signed by them. I thought that was a joke. Look at this, he actually signed it. There's LeVar signing it too. It says Lava Ball on it. I thought it was fake. I will put this in a special spot. This package right here was sent in by no other than Weirder Fungus. I don't know what's in here. It's fungus, so it could be anything. We have a whole bunch of stuff. Baseball, the Players, World Series, Book of Records. Thank you so much, Fungus. I've always wanted one of these. We have Stewie from Family Guy, Goofy. We have a WrestleMania dollar. Oh, it's Shane McMahon. This must be when they drop money from the rafters. That's kind of cool. We have a photo of... Is this you, Fungus? We have a photo of Fungus here. We have a photo of Randy Orton. Some action figurines. This is the Boogeyman, isn't it? Fungus, this is disgusting. It's so sticky. All these figures are so sticky. Is this... That's Kofi Kingston, I think. With a Barnes and Noble Happy Birthday gift card. Definitely gonna use that. We have the Mean Blush Field Guide. This is the 2nd edition. We got LSK in here. King Mabel! Rest in peace to the great King Mabel. A comic book. Whoa, this is filled with money. Kobe Bryant card. Thank you for the Kobe card. This says sub to Fungus on it. Of course it does. What is this? We have an autographed baseball card. Who is Stephen Welch? Another figurine here. Hornswoggle and some other midget here. I don't know his name, but yeah, it's in box, so almost $20. Expensive for this. Thank you, Fungus, for sending me the photo of you. That's what I really wanted to achieve today. Dear Troy Dan, this is the real Tunas are. Fungus, I can't read any of that. We have a real dynamic duo, Magic Johnson and James Worthy. We got Brandon Ingram, Terry Rozier, Shaq, and Don Jay's dad.
And he's into second with nobody out.
God, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there.
Show me.
It can be tough to stay locked in.
With another one of these duck beanie babies. And a whole bunch of American money in here. Figure 8. Oh, look at this! Is this real? Is this real, Fungus? Is this not a... I don't know if this is real, but we might have an autograph here. This could be one of the best things we've got today. Fungus, you just ruined this car. Fungus, you defaced D'Angelo. We have autograph, and that's it. It's completely blank. I don't see anything on it. Just the hookup for autographs. No idea what this is. It looks like a high school diploma. Certificate of private cremation. This certifies that Patches was cremated individually at Evercare Veterinary Laboratory on February the 5th, 2013. Wait. You sent me the... No, Fungus! Are you kidding me right now? You sent me Patches! Fungus, you sent me a dead dog! Are you kidding me right now? I cannot believe you just sent me your cremated dog. This is real! He really sent me his damn dog! Alright, we have one more box here. Jesus Christ, what to do with that? This better not be a dead person. We've got the Swagatron here. I don't know what a Swagatron is. What's a smartboard? Wait a minute, it's a hoverboard! This better not have a dead dog in it. It's not a hoverboard. I got a goddamn hoverboard! Someone sent me a legit hoverboard. I've never used one of these. And I guess we'll charge it up. It's better than Christmas. I have no idea how to use this. How do you even turn it on? Do you have to put gas in it? What's this? Okay. Should I get on? I'm a little scared. Whoa! Dude, I don't want to let go.
Next to hit for the Rockies.
This doesn't work. This is broken. I can't do it. Always wear shoes? What? I'm not pretending. I cannot get on this. I can't do that. No, I'm done. This was our first ever P.O. Box opening, and could possibly be our last. Don't send anything else in. The P.O. Box is closed. Maybe we'll open it again in the future. Based on what we received, there's a good chance I will never do this again. Guys, thank you for watching. And as always, keep your stick on the ice. All this hoverboarding is making me thirsty. I swear I saw something. There it is. It's missing something.
Inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Thanks, Fungus.
One out, base is empty.
How are we direct selling? We haven't sold a single one yet. What? How many other stores sell it at full price and we can't even sell one for the great discount? Your discount is too big. People don't believe it's real. Nonsense. This is a limited time offer. This meeting is reserved by Blue Trade of Cayman and...
What's going on, guys? It's Troy Dan here, and today we've got the top 10 streamers losing money live. It's terrible to lose money live, but some of these guys probably deserve it because they're trading meme coins. Go. Haven't seen it. Oh, that was Apple.
Massive sums of money and show exactly why trading isn't for the faint of heart. Starting with this crypto streamer who paid a hefty price for a small mistake.
Stay away from meme coins. What's happening?
A seed phrase is a series of words that are used to recover a wallet. You see it flash from just about
How did you?
on his desktop.
You're
streaming, and if someone else gets hold of his seed phrase,
You better fix that quick, boys. You better fix it. You better get that out of there.
funds. In this case, $100,000.
What? How? No way. Someone definitely got that. Oh!
Log is out of my wallet right now, all the shocking.
You had a boot? Oh, why would, I don't understand why he would show that. Like,
And in that small time frame of around a few seconds, not only did people use his seed phrase, but they got into his wallet and transferred his funds. Although, why would anyone place their seed phrase right on their desktop, start a stream, forget the phrases?
exactly!
$100,000.
I'm using my funds here. That's a little sus. Why would someone do that? There is no way. It's a little sus. Tax evasion
Those
possible.
private ways is possible. And this man is displaying it like a medal. He should have seen it coming. This next guy loses his money in a unique but equally painful fashion. He is a dev who is visiting the Sol Slug site, likely to burn a coin. Sol Slugs is a site that has developed a soul incinerator, among other things. A tool that allows users to burn unwanted NFTs or tokens. To reclaim his all. Hard to imagine that things could turn ugly over such a simple feature.
That's their fifth homer of the game. Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall.
Did he just get hacked?
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop that you have.
How much did he have? Is that more than what he had?
You got that ball travel. You got the sticks coming all through the jacket out here. So look out for Colorado. Trying to go a strike. Punches in for a strike. Line drive base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Lead to the locker room as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. He's this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So digging in, Ezekiel Tovar. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now one for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
4 signs that your dog is happy. One of the most obvious signs of a happy dog is when they show their belly. When your dog rolls over on their back and exposes their belly to you, it's a sign that they trust you and feel safe in your presence. Dogs showing their belly are relaxed and comfortable. which is a sign of happiness. Another sign of a happy dog is when they exhibit zoomies. This is when your dog suddenly runs around the house or yard at high speeds, often darting back and forth or making sudden turns. Zoomies are a sign that your dog has excess of energy and is letting it out in a fun and happy way. Happy dogs also tend to sleep a lot. A well-rested dog is a healthy and happy dog, and most dogs need between 12 and 14 hours of sleep a day. If your dog is getting enough sleep, they'll be more alert and energetic when they're awake, and they'll be more likely to engage in playful behavior. Finally, another sign of a happy dog is when they have slow eyes. This is when your dog's eyes are half closed, appearing sleepy or relaxed. Slow eyes are a sign of contentment and relaxation, and they're a great indicator that your dog is feeling comfortable and happy in your surroundings. 4 signs that your dog is happy.
His pitch efficiency, really to get ahead and count, at times pitch to contact, but the defense worked behind him. That's why he's still in the game here tonight. Here's Victor Rodas. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game. I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. For being under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in his tank. Here's the 0-2. The foul ball that stays alive. He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here, and the strikeout is not automatic. To Tovar. Back to the pitcher, double play, and that's the ball game. Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished where he started.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Ugh.